Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to my channel, and today I thought I'd do a little Christmas journal with me. I've been starting to work in this journal, so I thought it would be nice to actually do that together on camera. But before I start, I want to say thank you. I've just hit 400 subscribers. I can't believe it. So thank you to everybody who subscribed recently. It's happened really fast, and I'm a bit overwhelmed, so thank you so much for joining my channel and subscribing. I really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoy working with me in my little Christmas journal. I don't do December daily. I have done it in the past, quite a few years ago, but it's too much for me. I can't work every day and record every day of December. I don't do anything very much most days, so you have to kind of manufacture things to talk about, and I just don't really enjoy doing that. So what I like to do is just to record what we do around Christmas. So in fact, nearly always my journals start in November, because we often do something Christmas related in November, so it wouldn't fit into a December daily anyway. And then I just do whatever takes my fancy as far as what we do during December, which is usually Christmas related. So I have actually gone ahead and made a little start. If you have a quick look, I haven't put anything in this pocket yet. I don't know what I'm going to put in. I just did a label on the front here just to say 2021 as one of Roxy Creations little labels. Well, I think they're not normally this size. I just reduced them. I did 2 to a page or something on my printer. So I've got some little ones, so I could just do the year on the front here. Didn't need anything else. Oh yeah, I'll just put a little bit of trim because I just love this page anyway. And then the weekend before, the last weekend in December, we have some friends that, well, they were Richard's old school friends, and we've been having a Christmas meal with them every year for at least 25 years, but they've been doing it probably for much longer than that. I think we joined them briefly for early on in our relationship, and then I think when the girls were small we weren't able to join them, but we've been going for at least 25 years, possibly longer. Once a year we all get together, there's 15 of us, and have a Christmas meal, and everybody brings a part of the meal. So whoever hosts it does the turkey and probably the roast potatoes, and then everybody else brings something to add to the meal. So we have somebody will bring the prawn cocktail, somebody will bring the Christmas pudding, somebody will bring the Christmas crackers, you know, and they divvy it all up between us, tell us all what we need to bring, and then at the end we work out who owes who what, so that nobody's out of pocket and we all end up paying the same. So having said that, this was just a picture that one of the ladies took of all of us sitting around our Christmas table. There's me and Richard sitting there, and there's another picture of the two of us with a couple of our friends on the other side. So I just wrote Groupie Christmas Meal. It was on the 28th of November. Usually every other year that we've done it, it's been set in stone. It's the first Saturday in December. We've done it so that nobody books anything else on that day. I think because we couldn't do it last year, people didn't think to keep that weekend free this year, so there were a couple of people who couldn't make it that weekend for whatever reason. So we brought it forward a week and had it the weekend before, actually on the Sunday, which was a bit unusual. So so that's all I've just done, is just pop those photographs on there, back them with a little bit of nice paper, used one of my tags, and just put a photograph of me and Richard just before we did a little selfie before we left, and wrote about where it was and what we had to take. We did pigs in blankets, which for anybody who doesn't know, sausages wrapped in bacon, everybody's favourite. So that was nice and easy for us to do. And it's called Groupie because I think from very early on, before I even knew them, they used to go on holiday together as a group. They've been friends for that long. I think they've been friends for 50 years. A lot of them, and because they were all in the same year at school, and so when they went on holiday, they used to say, you know, they used to call themselves the groupies. They're groupies on holiday, or groupie this, groupie that. So it's kind of stuck that now it's the Groupie Christmas Meal. We've also started doing groupie holidays again. We did one a couple of years ago, and we're hoping to do another one next year, so that'll be lovely. Not something I've experienced much of in the past, so we had a wonderful weekend with them all. Anyway, so that's that. That's our little story of how we started our Christmas. That first thing we've done really Christmas related this year. but it's one of our favourite evenings. It was just so much fun. We hadn't seen each other for 2 years, a lot of us, so it was like the hubbub in the room was amazing. It was just so many people talking, catching up. It was lovely, really great fun, great evening. Okay, so that's that. So the next thing I wanted to document was my eldest daughter and her family. As you probably remember, she and her little girl got COVID 2 or 3 weeks ago, and had to isolate. And they had this week away booked, and they weren't sure if they were going to make it, but they did. They made it. Had to go a day late, but they went away, and so that's what I'm going to document. I've got quite a lot of photographs to put in. They had the most amazing week, so I want to document that on these 2 pages. So first of all, I have done a bit of preparation, because otherwise it would take me far too long to get all this done. I was working on it most of yesterday afternoon. I'm going to do a bit of a waterfall with all the photographs, or a lot of the photographs that I've got. So this is the waterfall, but I need to do... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip them up. I'm going to layer them, flip them up like that, and on the back of each one there's a photograph. So that's so they went away. So it was my daughter Jenny and her partner Gary, and Gary's sister and her fiance and her little boy, who's only a few months older than Alyssa. So the two little ones are very close in age, and very happily they get on really well. So they had a wonderful time playing together as well. They did lots of things together, and it worked beautifully. So I'm going to so what I want to do to start with. So I've got a few journal cards that I've been able to use that are landscape rather than portrait. A lot of the journal cards I've got from the Eclectic Eggplant kit are portrait in style, which is not what I wanted. But some of them were landscape, so I was able to use them for this. So where I got a couple of gaps, because I didn't have quite enough, I've just covered some cardstock with some nice, I think it's some Florentine paper, that one. And I think the other one is the paper from the Vintage Studio 717 kit, the red and green kit. Right, enough chat, let's get on with doing some crafting. So I want to put the heading or the title on a piece of paper on here, so I'll do a big label of where they went and the date. So I've got my little, these little clip together stamps. And I forgot to get out my ink pad. Right, I'm just going to use my black archival and just stamp where they went, cut round it and pop it on here, and then I'm going to do another one with the date. I've tried to find a label. No, I think I found a label big enough that I can use. I have to see whether it works. So I've just got to try and make sure I get plenty of ink on this stamp. Sometimes it doesn't stamp perfectly, but that's probably me rather than stamps. Right, got plenty of paper here. It's a sort of thin card, I suppose, but I think it goes quite nicely on there. Centre, and then I need the C for the parks. I've got most of parks there, I just need to add the C. Oops, sorry about that. I forgot to turn off my, put my phone on silent. I'll try to remember to do it, but I don't very often actually remember until it makes a noise and I realise I haven't done it again. Okay, centre. I'll try and line this up so it's more or less in line. Into parks. Oh no, I haven't quite managed to send, but never mind. I'm not very good at lining things up, but it doesn't matter. It's only me. It's only for my journal. So I've got half of the word I need to finish it, because it's Woburn. That's where they went. So I need the R and I need the N. Woburn. Nope, there's the R. There it is. Woburn. I love these stamps. They're so useful. I think Jenny bought them for me for my birthday. Brilliant. Oh. Right, let's pop this in here. Hope it's roughly central. There we go. So that's all right. Now I just want to cut this into a nice shape. Right. I think that's a little wide. I thought I might just do something with the corners if I can, just to make it a bit of a more interesting shape. Maybe sort of make it slightly ticket shaped, but let's see if I can do that. Let's get my little circle punch, see if I can just make a little divot at the corners just to make the shape a bit more fun. One. Oops. And the other one. I knew one of them wouldn't play. Of course, they weren't all punched perfectly. I just thought it was going too well. Oh, just do it by hand. Right, Center Parcs Woburn. It still needs a little something around the edges. So I will grab a scrap of paper. I want to go around it with my gold pen, I think, just to give it a nice edge. I think I'll use this one. I've got a couple of these metallic gold pens. I bought the set for colouring in the wax seals that I have, but I'm finding I'm using them more and more for other things as well. It's quite a thick one, but actually makes quite a nice edge. And this is the tricky part. I'll try and keep it straight, which I probably won't, but I'll do my best. Okay, not too bad. Let's have another go. Try and keep it straight. Actually, it's easier with the thick pen than it is with sometimes with those fine pens that you get, the gel pens. Whoops, wrong end. There we go. That's quite nice. So Center Parcs Woburn will go on here, and then I just need a label underneath. Now I've got my little booklet of labels. I've got these are the blank labels, so I think I'm going to need, is red a good, no, red's not actually going to show up, is it? Maybe a green one. No, it's not big enough. Big green one here. Might just see how that looks. And take off that big bit of green on the corners, I think. Right. And I'm going to have to, I think, what's the best thing to do? I've got my number I got this set, I can't even remember where it's from, but it's meant for doing planners. So it's got all the months, and it's got 2 sets of numbers that correspond to dates, which is quite handy. I use this a lot. But I quite like these. I prefer the smaller ones. So they were there from, I'm trying to think, 30th of November. Now, is that going to be too big? Let's have a quick look. Sometimes doing these little fiddly things takes longer than anything else. Now that's back to front. Or upside down or something. Right, am I going to... I think if I put that there, I'm just going to do NOV. Now I've got to try and get these stamps. So it's not room for the whole word. I don't really want the whole word. I think it just looked too much. So we'll do NOV. No, not that set. Where are they? Always going to go for the last one, aren't they? 30th of November. So let's stamp that. And November, and then we want to do, just do a little, where's the pen? Two. Oops, never mind. Where did my dirty go? Let's get rid of that. They went to the 3rd of December. So it wasn't a long trip, but they packed a lot in. The 3rd. Of December. Right. D. And there's the C. And an E. Must be an E here somewhere. There's one. D, E, and C. It's really good, and there's quite a few double ups. So the double's up on most of the vowels, and there's a double S, there's a double L, double R. So it's really quite a great, really, really useful set. Well, not brilliant, but I can, where I've missed a little bit, where it's not quite come out here on the D, I can just go over it a little bit with my pen. And you'd never know. The N hasn't come out very sharply either. Alright, that's fine. So I'm going to glue those on now. she says. It's one of those I need to just put a pin through it just to get it to release. Sometimes I think it just clogs just at the surface. Right, so I've stuck on my labels. I can't really put too much more on. It looks a little bit plain, but it is like a title to tell you what all the photographs are about. But what I do want to do, because for the waterfall, I want to put little tabs going across them. So I think what I'm going to do, I've got some a strip of this poinsettia fabric. So I thought I might cut that into little tabs and just pop that on the bottom of my cards, so that you know to kind of flip them up. So not that I wouldn't know how to do it, but I thought, you know, this is going to be a family journal, because as you can see, I'm not just documenting what happens in my life, but also in any other members of the family who want to share their pictures with me. They go in here too, and I've always done that. And I think if you've seen any of my previous journals, you'll see that I've done that then. I'm just thinking what's the best thing to do. I really want to just staple them, but I don't know how easy that will be to do, so I might have to put a bit of glue on first just to hold them. Glue that side and a little bit of glue this side. It's just a little tiny piece, but I think it's quite fun just to have a little tab. Sorry, doing that off camera. I think I might just hold it. I'm just going to put a paper clip on anyway. Okay. Now also, one of the things I thought I'd like to do, get rid of that big blob for a start. Right, okay. I've got quite a lot of stickers from old hip kits and things. And I've got this lovely set. It's by Crate Paper called Merry Days. I think this is from about 3 or 4 years ago now. But as you can see, I've hardly used any of the stickers, and I thought, oh, it'd be really nice to get some of these into this journal. I've got quite a few sheets of stickers here that I've collected over the years, and I thought I'll keep them and never end up using them. So I'm going to try and make the effort to use some of these this time. So I've got this gold star here. I might just pop that there, just cheer up this front page really, just give it a little bit more decoration. What have I got? There's another smaller star here in gold. I'll pop that there. I can't really get an awful lot more on. These are all quite... Some of these are a bit too big. I wonder if I can put that little tree. Let's have a look, see if I can fit on there. That's doubled over. Can I put that little tree along the side there? Yeah, why not? I'll just trim it off. Okay, that's probably enough. So that's going to flip up. So then the next thing I need to do is put on my first photograph, which is going to be this one. So it's Jenny and Joe with their 2 little ones. So I've already, on the back of the photograph, I tend to prefer to use double-sided tape on photographs. So I've already put it on them. Right, so there we go. That's going to go on there, like that. So some of these, when I've made these cards, I've backed them onto something I'd already got printed on, so it's got a bit of a background. So that one flips up first, and then this is the next one. So I haven't got to do anything extra work. This is from the Eclectic Eggplant Kit. So I've just got to put my little bit of fabric on there, haven't I? So it's taken a little piece. Now let's line it up, put it the next one along. So I've got 5 of these cards. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. There. And then on the other side, you see on the back of these where they've just been, I've just printed them off onto some this is 160 I think. So I did a bit of stenciling on the back of these so they weren't too white. Get rid of that little windy bit. And where's my, there it is. Flip it up, add the photograph. This is a really cute one. They've got little, I suppose, electronic reindeer looking out of their stalls. So they went to see them, so that's a cute one. I like that. Okay, so that's the next one. So that goes up like that. And that one goes like that. Right, and this is the other one that I had to make one of. This is from the paper from Vintage Studio 717. Red and Green Scroll Set, I think it's called. So this one needs a bit of decoration. So I had picked out a nice little card to go on there, which is nice, but I have just spotted on the sticker pack, and I'm just wondering if it's going to be too big. I like this Santa and the reindeer. And we'll see if that's going to fit. I have a horrible feeling it might be too long. Should be a shame. I'll try to squeeze it in somewhere, but is it going to? Ooh, might just. If I trim it a little bit, trim off the back of the sleigh, I think I might just about get away with that. I really like that. Does it need extra glue? No, I don't think it does actually. I think it's good, considering I've had it a while. And then I've got, I could put something here. I could put Jingle. Merry. There's Season of Joy there. Quite like the Season of Joy. I also like the Merry Christmas. Let's see if I can, that will show up a bit better, won't it? Merry Christmas. I'll put that there, I think. There. And I'll just trim off this little bit of Santa's sleigh, but not enough for it to be a problem. There we go. That's quite nice. It's just a bit of fun. Get to use up my stickers, and that's what I'd really like to do in this journal. Use up stuff that I've been hanging on to for years and just haven't got around to using. Right, so now I've got to do my little tab. Let's get my piece of that side. What I like about this is that each piece you cut off, it looks, a little bit different to the piece before, even though it's all from the same piece. So that needs to go about there, I think. And that over there. And my little paper clip. Flip him up. And the next picture to go on here is this one of them having, looks like they're having a photograph taken in the sleigh or something. So it's Jenny and Gary and the two kiddies at the back. So I'll just get that stuck on. Right, so that one's done. So it goes there. I'm going to turn that up. Turn that up like that. Right, next one. I've got this is another journal card from Eclectic Eggplant. I don't really need to do anything on there. I think it's quite pretty as it is. Don't make it overly bulky when I don't have to. So I just need to do my little tab. Line it up with, so I got it in the right place, more or less. I want to do the red bit. Yep, be about right, and then there'll be the last one to go. Right to the end. Right, let's put that one on there. Flip. Bit of overflow on the glue. Okay. Right, and on this one, see I've stenciled the back of this game. I've done them all slightly different. I've got a couple of really sweet little pictures of, they went to, I think there must have been an owl sanctuary. I haven't really seen Jenny to talk to her yet. We're seeing them at the weekend to find out all the details of what they did. But this is a photograph. It's really hard for you to see, but Alyssa's got an owl on the end of her arm. And her little face, she looks so excited to have that. I can see there's a big gauntlet here. And I'm sure Jenny's supporting her arm, but there's an owl sitting on it. And then Jenny's got one on her arm, and then Alyssa's really looking quite excited to see this large bird sitting on the end of her mummy's arm. I love those pictures, so they're going to go in. So let's see if I can get this off. These come off so much quicker when I turn the camera off. If I try to do it with the camera on, well, before, when I was trying to do it, they wouldn't come off. It seems to be going a bit better this time. So I'm just going to pop those on there, just at a slight angle. Good, these are coming off better. That's better. I prefer it because I think it's more better for photographs. I don't know if it's I don't know if they're acid free. But it's just what I've always used is double-sided tape for photographs. Okay, so that's that one done. And then that goes like that. Like that, that's it. And then this is the last one. So I'm hoping to do it so that this little bit sticks out at the bottom. May all your Christmas dreams come true and each one hold much joy for you. So I'd like to have that little bit showing because that's going to be at the bottom. So do the last tab on there. Oh, got a big blob coming out of my glue, so I've got to cover it up. Just put that along there. And I think I'm just going to use some washi tape for doing the waterfall, doing the flip up. I hope that works. There we are. And last picture. Okay, this is a lovely picture. I think this is probably so it's the whole, both families sitting having a picture taken with Santa Claus. That's a nice one to end with. Right, so now I've got to remember how to do one of these things. Let's choose a washi tape. I think I'll just try and do the same one for each. I'm wondering if this one would be quite a good one. Let's see how it looks. So I think I have to, that's going to be on top, so I start with the bottom one. So that goes there. Let's see how this is going to line up. That one would go, oh, it's going to cover up that word, the little phrase anyway. So never mind, I'll bring it down a little bit. And then there's that one, and that one, like that. I think that's how it's going to look. I like that with the little tabs. Right, so we just need to figure out what's best to use. Which I do quite like. It's not going to show up enough. I need something that's got a bit of colour, I think. No, because Merry Christmas is not. It's going to keep being cut off. Well, I could use my Old Faithful, which was the one I used to use all the time before I got the proper Christmas set. No, I don't want to do that. Maybe this one. Oops. Don't start tearing on me. Yes, I like that one. Right. That's straight. I think I'm going to put a little extra glue on here to hold it in place. Something got stuck on there. Right. Pop that there. There's that one going to like that. A little bit higher, I think. Trying to figure this out. Right, so I had to empty out some of the videos off my memory card, so the camera stopped. So while I was off camera, I just finished adding those. You'd seen how I was adding them just with a piece of washi tape. And they're all on now, so it just flips up like that, and you can just see each photograph. I'm really pleased how that turns out. I think that's really sweet. So I've got that. I want to put a little something up here, I think. Back to my stickers. So I've got this large circular gold piece that I thought might just pop there. I've got to make sure I don't have any impact on my cards. And I've got these other couple of sheets with some fun things on. I like the holly, but they're going to disappear a bit against the green background, so I can't really use those on there. I've got, what about this one, Holly Jolly. Let's see how that would look on there. Holly Jolly. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. I'm going to put a bit of extra glue on it, I think. I think this little gold star is coming up, so I'm going to have to add some glue to that as well. Put that across the top. There's a little bit of glue on here, I think. Anywhere else popping up? Okay. And then I realised when you turn them all up, there's a big space here, so I went and had a look on here, and I thought actually this would be quite nice. This big, oh, it's actually got leaf. It's all part of one piece. I didn't realise it was actually all connected. So I thought I might put that under there. See how it looks when that's closed. I think that'd be okay. Quite nice just to open that up and see Merry Christmas, isn't it? So there we are. So that's that bit done. Yeah, Center Parcs is a really, really nice. There's lots of them as resorts around the country. If you've not heard of it, I don't know if they have them in other parts of the world. I think they have them certainly in Europe. And it's like a big park area, I suppose. Everybody stays in lodges, and there's lots of woodland, and you go cycling and walking. They always have these big swimming pool complexes as well as part of all of them. That's part of the big attraction, I think, particularly in the summer, is the swimming pool. And I think they did go to the swimming pool every day, but obviously there's no pictures of that. But I think because of this time of year, they'd done it all up in a sort of a winter wonderland sort of theme, and they'd made it really Christmassy just for this season. It's not usually like that. Right, so I've got a few bits to put on this page here. This is already getting quite bulky, and I haven't hardly put anything in it yet. I don't know what I think I may have added too much stuff, but never mind. We will plough on. Right, so I have picked out this large journal card, because then I can write on the back of here. I'll write about, you know, the where they went and what they did, and the lead up to it and everything. So I'm going to put that in here. This is one of the journal cards I made, I think, as part of the Roxy Creations challenge. Not absolutely sure, but that's a stamped Christmas tree, so I think that was it. And I did add a little picture of Alyssa. She's must have gone to a little class when they were all dressed up as fairies, and she was running about waving a wand and having a lovely time, and she's got a little tutu on, which is so cute. So I'm going to put that in there. And I've got a couple of little pictures I want to put up the top here. So this is one, I think, another little class she went to where she's got a little bow and arrow. So I thought I might pop that there. And then this is just a picture of her and Luca playing beautifully together. So I just thought I'd pop those two little pictures up there. And then I think we're done. I have got another little picture I might put on the back. I might put that one on the back. I'm not sure at the moment. Let's see. I like this one anyway. Right, so we particularly love this picture of her because she is the image of her mother in this picture. It's just how Jenny used to look at that age. So that's a particularly special one. I'll pop that there. And I have got this other little one. It was actually a bigger picture. I just cut it down with just the two kids with Santa. So maybe I'll put that one here. Actually, I'll cut the corners off the other two to make them a bit more... I don't know, I don't like them... No, I think I'll put this one because it's a different shape. It looks less regimented to have a different shape. And I've just trimmed the corners there. So I might put the other one on the back of the journal card. Because there's lots of room to write. I don't need to write mountains. I wasn't there. I'm only going by photographs, so I can just say a little bit of what you know, what about the trip. Right, put that there, and then I'm going to trim off the little corners. And I think I'm going to pop this on the back of here. Oh, another little piece of backing there. And I'm going to pop that down there like that. That's it. That's the trip covered, I think. Put the card in there. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'm pleased how well the little waterfall turned out. I think that looks really cute. Cute, pretty, whatever. I like it. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that actually. You get this idea in your head and I thought, can I make it work? Because all the photographs were landscape, I thought, how am I going to get them all on? And that seemed like a good idea, just to flip them like that. Yeah, like that very much. Right, so that's my little Christmas journal with me. I'll try and to do a little bit more. You know, as we all have, I'm quite busy doing other things. I've got lots of presents still to wrap. I have now finished my Christmas shopping, I think. So it's just a case of getting everything wrapped. Yeah, so I'll try and do another one of these. I've got obviously lots more space. Whether I fill it, I don't know. It's going to be a chunky one if I do. Look at it, it's already chunky. So I'm going to have to be aware of trying to keep things as flat as I can. But anyway, I've made a good start. So there we are. Thank you very much for joining me today, and do join me again soon. Bye for now.